Hey sweet friends, welcome to my channel, Lazy Creek Homestead. I'm Nicole. On my channel, I like to share things like shopping hauls, what's for dinner, lots of recipe inspiration. I love to be in the kitchen. I'm a mama to 4 boys. We have a small homestead here in New Hampshire that we've been homesteading for 10 plus years, so I like to sprinkle in a little bit of mom life and what's going on our homestead. Today's video, I have 2 delicious cake mix hacks using blueberries. Blueberries give me all those summery feels. They're absolutely delicious, and you don't want to miss these desserts. So let's get in the kitchen and I'll share with you these 2 delicious blueberry dessert recipes. Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am going to whip up a lemon box mix brownies. These are so good. You just take whatever flavor cake you'd like. It's summer around here, so I am inspired to do a lemon cake mix brownie. So I'm going to put my cake mix in here, and then 1 egg and a cup of butter. I have 2 sticks of butter melted in my bowl here. So now that we added in our egg and our butter, we're just going to mix this until it's well incorporated. And then I'm going to pour it into my greased brownie pan. So the batter is a thick one, but that's how you want it. And then we're just going to get this into our pan. Can already smell the lemon. It's so good. So we got our batter in our pan. It's a really quick, simple, easy recipe, and it's going to be so delicious. I'm going to put my lemon cake mix brownies in a 350-degree oven, and I'm going to cook them for about 20 to 25 minutes until you can put a skewer in or a fork, whatever, and it comes back clean. So, in my opinion, nothing goes better with lemon than blueberries. So I'm gonna make like a simple blueberry sauce type compote, whatever you want to call it, to go on top of our brownies. So I got some blueberries in here, about a cup or so. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water and sugar, and I'm gonna heat this up on the stove. So I got my blueberries on the stove top, and as they heat up, they're going to soften and kind of start to burst a little bit, and then we're going to kind of squish them up. And then I'm just going to thicken it with just a tiny bit of xanthan gum at the end. So it really doesn't take long for your blueberries to start boiling, and I'm just going to kind of break them up a little bit with my meat smasher, and once they're at a pretty good smushed like jelly consistency, I will add in that little bit of xanthan gum and a couple squirts of lemon juice. So I've taken our blueberry sauce off the heat, and I'm just gonna let it cool down while our brownies finish cooking. And then I'm going to whip up one of my favorite treats, some cream cheese frosting. Our lemon brownies are out of the oven, and I'm going to let them cool down a little bit, and I'll show you how we make our cream cheese frosting. So we have our softened cream cheese, and I did about a cup and a half of powdered sugar and some of my homemade vanilla extract. And we're just going to mix this up really, really well. You can use a hand blender, but if your cream cheese is soft enough, I can do that right with this fork. So I'm going to get this all mixed up, and then we're going to get it on top of our lemon cake mix brownies. And here is our blueberry sauce on top of our
lemon cake mix brownies, and we are going to put this in the fridge to chill for a little while, and then we are going to dig into this yummy dessert. And here is our lemon box mix brownie with our cream cheese frosting and our blueberry sauce after it sat in the fridge overnight. These are so good. You can really taste the lemon in that lemon cake mix. I really hope you guys can give this recipe a try. Welcome back to my kitchen. I am going to show you another cake mix hack. I like to call this pantry cake. So I'm going to use this can of condensed milk in place of the water that the box calls for, and I'm going to use some applesauce in replace of the oil. So it's 1-on-1 with the applesauce. So half a cup of oil would be half a cup of applesauce. And then we have this blueberry pie filling in the pantry, so we're going to use that as well. Our half a cup of applesauce. Alright, so I poured in our 1/4 cup of the condensed milk. I have the applesauce to replace the oil, and we have our 2 eggs. So I'm just going to give this a good mix together. So we have our batter all nice and mixed together. I'm going to try to pour half of it in our greased pan, and then I'm going to put that can of the blueberry pie filling hopefully in the middle of the cake. Alright, so I got that spread out as evenly as I can. So now I'm going to try to spread out our blueberry pie filling. And then we will add on our last layer of cake. Now that we got our blueberries all evenly as I can out, I'm going to try to just put on the rest of my cake batter. And again, we'll just spread that out as evenly as I can. And I spread that last bit of cake on top the best I can, and I am just going to cook this in my preheated 350-degree oven until a fork or a skewer pokes through the middle clean. So our cake is done and cooled. I have my typical cream cheese Cool Whip. This is our favorite frosting. I just take some cream cheese and sweeten it up with powdered sugar and mix that all well together, and then I add in some Cool Whip, and we're just gonna spread this out on our cake and give it a try. This cake is so good. It's like cake meets cobbler. It reminds me of a dump cake, but it has more of a cakey consistency. This is so good. I really hope you guys can give it a try. The flavor combinations are endless.
Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. I hope that those cakes inspire you to get in the kitchen and make a dessert with what you got going on. If you've got some extra blueberries, I hope you consider making one of those cakes. They are both absolutely delicious. If any of that sounds good to you, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and hang around for a while, become part of our family. We do nothing perfect, but we do everything with love. Until I see you in the next one, I'll be talking to you in those comments.